Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the NWP call tonight. My name is Rich Simmonds. I'm going to be your host. NWP, your weekly earning solution. And that's what we will be talking about this evening. Before I go any further, I just want to read this disclaimer. We don't give financial advice. This is just to share information about what we actually do ourselves. Please be sure you understand what you're putting your money into. If you're unsure about something, please ask. And historical results are no promise of what will happen in the future. We're all faced with financial challenges. Some challenges are a little bit different to others. The challenge of the investor, for instance, is that they're looking for long-term. Lucky as an investor to have a lot of money to invest is actually just looking for an opportunity where they're looking for regular earnings and something that's safe and something where they can possibly save some more money and invest in the future. But there's one simple goal between the two, and that's that they're both looking for a regular and stable flow of money. My experience so far with NWP has been 36 weeks of profits for the investor and also for the person needing extra money. It's a sustainable investment with built-in safety mechanisms, and we'll look at those because it's very important that we have safety and trust in the system. The NWP trading platform is designed to manage investments on your behalf and target weekly income for its members. That's the modus operandi of the traders and the brokers on the platform to make sure that each week you are able to earn something. Your capital with NWP, it's always in your control. The way you can look at this is it's like a savings account. Although it's called an investment and you put your investment in, most investments by definition are where you put your money and you lock it away for a long time so that you can let them work and that they can get profits for you. But the NWP system is a little bit different. What they do here is they manage your funds on a weekly basis, enabling you to get those weekly returns. But the way they do that is by using no more than 30% of your capital on the forex markets. And that 30% and no more than 30%, it's normally 20% of your capital that's used on a weekly basis. And they generate those weekly profits for you. This way enables you to have weekly control over your money. So you decide at the end of the week, are you going to carry on? Do you leave your money in the system or do you withdraw your capital out? It's your choice. If you leave it there, it's fine, no problem. It will carry on trading the following week. You will get your profits on a weekly basis, and I'll talk about that in a moment. When you withdraw your capital, the first time you withdraw your capital, it's free of charge. After that, if you want to take capital out, it's a 2% fee for any subsequent withdrawals of your capital. The different asset portfolios offered by NWP start at the foundation portfolios, and that's where you can invest as little as $10 up to $9,999. And what happens here is traders look for a monthly target. As I mentioned, that those profits are paid out to you on a weekly basis. So they're looking for between 5 to 10% per month. It's not limited to 10%, so if they manage to make more, you will get more. If they make a little bit less than 5, you will also get that because it's real trading. Fortunately, so far, we've always seen a little bit more than 5% on a monthly average, and in some cases, we've even seen a little bit more than 10%. But the average is between 5 to 10% on a monthly basis, but you get those profits on a weekly basis. Then there's the growth portfolio. This is where if you've got more than 10,000 invested, you will move up into the growth portfolios, and the system automatically works out for you what you've got in total investment. And then once you're in the growth category, the target will be between from 8 to 12%, again receiving your profits on a weekly basis. Then there's the elite portfolios where you've got more than 50,000 invested, and here the target that the traders go for is between 10 to 15% a month. You don't have to worry as you invest more and as your portfolios grow, and you do go over the threshold from one to the other, the system automatically places you. You don't need to withdraw or change your portfolios or anything like that. The system does that automatically, identifies the total you've got invested, and will put you into the different categories. How have the weekly profits been so far? Well, as I mentioned, there was 36 weeks of trading so far. This last week, the foundation portfolios received 1.28%, which brought the monthly average there to 5.62%. Remember, the foundation portfolios are looking at between 5 to 10% per month target. So the 1.28% contributed to the 5.62% that you see as the monthly average that was received over the last 4 weeks. Then the growth investment portfolios, that's more than 10,000. You'll notice that the profit there was 1.28% as well. However, when you look at the last 4 weeks, the total there was 8.43%. The foundation portfolios, as I mentioned, all of the profits, all of the profiles trade on the Forex markets to get the weekly profits. However, with the bigger capital, you'll find that the traders might take longer positions. So therefore, the weekly profit might fluctuate a little bit more than the foundation ones, because the traders might have taken a longer position, and they would probably close that at a later stage, giving you a longer benefit or a bigger profit for the average for the month. Now, how this all works is you would deposit your capital and invest. This would be the way you start. The way you can start is with the following cryptocurrencies. There's the Ethereum USDT Tether on the top there, the Binance options, and then there's Polygon USDT. Once you've got your capital in and you've opened your investment, capital goes into trade and the profit is generated from a Monday to Friday. Just to mention, as long as you've got your money in by midnight on a Tuesday, that's UK time midnight, you will get the profits for the week. So if you did manage to get your money in before this Tuesday night, you'll still receive your profits on Saturday. If you only get it in tonight or tomorrow night or sometime over the weekend, you'll get your profits next Saturday. So then those weekly profits that I've been talking about, they are actually separated from your capital. They're not kept with the brokers. The brokers separate the profits at the end of the week. They then send that to a payment gateway, and on a Saturday, you'll see that reflected in your back office. Those weekly profits are then withdrawn from the payment gateway. You'll make an instant withdrawal. That instant withdrawal is available to you provided you've earned $5 for the week. If you haven't earned $5 yet, don't worry. It's still with the payment gateway. It's still separated from your capital. There's no internal rotation of funds. Once you've made that instant withdrawal, you'll receive it in your crypto wallet, and then you decide what to do. So just to give you an idea of the withdrawal fees. Now, the withdrawal fees are the only fees charged by the NWP system. There's no membership fees, yearly subscriptions, trading fees, or anything like that. It's only withdrawal fees, and that's 5% of whatever you withdraw. 5% of $5 is 25 cents. Therefore, if you did have the $5, you made that withdrawal, you'll receive $4.75 in your crypto wallet. In NWP, there's no auto reinvestment, so you might see profits in your back office. They will not be in your back office. They're actually with the payment gateway, and they're there for you to withdraw. If you want to reinvest, you would have to make that withdrawal, pay it into your crypto wallet, and then send it back to NWP. If you're using something like a SafePal or one of the private crypto wallets, the fees for the Polygon USDT are very low, so you would still pay your 5% to the payment gateway. You then send it to your private crypto wallet. It's going to cost you less than 1 cent to send it back. So, it's really a very negligible fee. If you do want to reinvest, it's available to you. It's not going to cost you, sometimes people will wait and see what happens and try and invest everything together. There's no need to do that because you're not saving on any funds. The funds, whether you, that fee, that SafePal or the other crypto wallets will charge you, that's a private crypto wallet, not an exchange. They're expensive. So use a private crypto wallet to do these sort of transactions where you're moving money around or moving crypto around, and then you can put that back and start a new portfolio, because your profile remains there. It's got all your investments in there. That's your personal profile. And then there's the different portfolios. Each time you start a new portfolio, it will be reflected in your back office, telling you what you've invested, and then it will also show your weekly profit to you. Right, so when you're ready to start, there's a little booklet that's available on how to register, deposit your funds, start your investment, and also make your withdrawal. NWP chat support, the girls are very helpful. They are available on the WhatsApp chat support, and that's the number there. The +1 is actually a Canadian number. We spoke about a little bit of extra income. Should you need some extra income, when you look at your NWP profile, you'll see there's a referral link on the left and the right. This enables you to refer your friends and start earning a little bit from this option of the affiliate plan through NWP. You don't need an investment yourself to earn from the affiliate plan, most importantly. You can refer your friends, and I'll show you how you can actually make money. And the whole idea here is to build yourself up a weekly income. There's no upfront referral bonuses. It's just like the investor earns on a weekly basis, you as the affiliate or the person referring other people will also earn on a weekly basis. As long as the person you referred stays in the system, you will earn weekly as well. Where does this money for this affiliate plan come from? Well, I've mentioned that there's been 36 weeks of trading. So far, the 36 weeks of trading for the investor has produced 76.39%. Average monthly profit so far for the last 16 weeks has been 5.34%. Now, what happens with the investor gets his percentage on a weekly basis of the trading profits. Half of it goes to the investor, so that would have been the 1.28% that you saw there. And then in the case of this last week, another 1.28% would have gone to what we call the business volume. And that's where the bonuses and the referral bonuses are paid from. So it's a very sustainable system. Overall, if you look at the investor profits plus the profits paid out, that's 152.78% so far. So it's 52% more than was originally invested. So that should tell you something about the sustainability of the system as well. There is a booster promotion at the moment. The one thing I just want to say is if you have got someone on the booster promotion to earn additional bonuses, remember I told you you don't need to have an investment yourself to earn from the booster, from the referral. But if the person is on the booster, if you want the additional part from the company, you would need a booster yourself. If you don't have a booster, you'll still earn, you just won't earn the boosted portion. Coming now to the referral bonus, whoever you've referred earns his profit on a weekly basis, you will earn 10% of that. And that's paid to you from that business volume. As long as they stay in the system and they earning a profit on a weekly basis, you will get yourself 10%. So it's a nice way of building up an income for yourself from the people you refer. As they become more happy with the system, they put in more money, their earnings go up, and so will yours. So this is the way the system works. It's completely sustainable. If they don't make profits on a weekly basis, or there was no profits for that week, there wouldn't be a referral bonus either. So it's completely sustainable. Then there's the binary bonus. You'll see that you've got your left link and the right link. As you start getting people in your team on the left and the right, you will start earning 15% of whatever the business volume. So the business volume is the profit that was made by the investor, and you would earn then an extra 15% on your lesser leg. And that wouldn't necessarily only be your personal referrals. As if there's a team, that means there could be people underneath you from, when you joined, someone put you in, you went into someone's leg on the left or the right. When someone else, they join, or you join someone, that goes into that leg. and you would just need volume on either your left or the right side to earn a 15% binary bonus. Are these really passive income? Well, if you look at it, once you've referred someone and they start earning, you start earning, and if that was the only person that you put in and you never put anyone else in, and they stay in the system, well, then you've really got a passive income. You will receive bonuses every week that they're in the system. So it's purely passive in that way, and there's no pressure on you to sign up people or anything like that. It's purely if you're happy and you want to earn something more, you can refer your friends or family or whoever, and that way you'll have created yourself a little income each week. That is effectively my presentation for this evening. Rewards available for career rewards. This is when you've earned from the binary, so that binary bonus that I've just spoken about. As you earn different levels from the binary, you will receive different rewards. And again, there's no time limit on these, so whether you earn $100 from the binary in the next month or in the next year, you will still receive the rewards. And if you look at the top prize there, that being the Rolex watch, you might earn that in 5 years. But once you've earned the $25,000 from the binary, you would have qualified for the Rolex watch. So that's just how the system works. NWP is here to reward you. They're not here to try and get a sales force going. It's purely there for you as a reward for your ongoing efforts, should you wish to utilize them. Screen now, and let's see if there's any questions from anyone. Good.
Rich, you do such a great presentation. There's no questions.
Well,
it's all clear.
It's such a simple system, that's the bottom line here. Yeah.
Yeah, simple and easy.
Yeah. And one of the things that, people often ask is, how sustainable is the system? How do I know if it's real? Well, the fact is that what you need to understand is that every single person is making withdrawals every single week, because why wouldn't they withdraw their money? Because it's there, and if it's sitting in your back office and it's not in the system, it's not with the traders, it's with the payment gateway, it's not working for you. So everyone has to withdraw their money. There's no internal rotation of money. You have to withdraw it and then decide what you want to do with it. As I mentioned earlier, you've always got access to your money, so it's very much more like a savings account or a call account than it is an investment, because you have the option to withdraw your capital at any time.
A question, just to clarify for me, on the last two slides that you have just presented, yes, on the binary. Yeah, this one. Yes. I see the influencer, for instance.
Yes.
The binary earning is $100. Then self-deposit is $30. And then what it means is that to get that reward, you yourself, myself, I should have deposited $30, and then on the binary, I need to have earned $100 on the binary, yes, to qualify for this. Okay.
Yes.
And then the Kickstarter, then you need to have deposited $100 yourself, and on the binary, you are expected to have earned $500.
That's correct. Yes.
To qualify for that reward of luxury hotel, whatever. That's how it works.
That's correct. Yes. And remember that you will. Let's say, for instance, you've earned $99 on the binary and you still haven't got a deposit. Yeah. Then when you make the deposit and you've earned $100, you'll qualify for that reward. So it doesn't mean that you have to first have $30 before you can start earning. You didn't have to have that deposit there. And remember, you would have earned that from your binary anyway. It's just to say that at that stage, I think you would obviously have that, but you don't need it there from the start. You will still earn from the binary, And when you're ready, you can put your own deposit in and get going like that, you know.
Meaning that if, say, on the binary, I've earned, say, that $500,
yes,
but I haven't sort of deposited myself the $100. So it means I'll only have the 500 on the binary. Or will I still qualify for the, say, if I've deposited the $100 and then I've earned 500?
Yeah. And remember, this is the
will
total.
I still qualify?
Each week you're going to be earning something on the binary, which is going to contribute to that 500. And eventually, when you've earned the 500, then you can see, I'm getting close to earning the 500. It's now time for me to put in the 100 so that when I get to the 500, I'm going to qualify automatically. Otherwise, if you've earned the 500 and you haven't got the $100 in yet, that'll be the last thing that you need to do to qualify. And once you've put the $100 in, then you would have qualified for the luxury hotel stay there.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last thing, Rich, that claim or move next,
Yes.
do you see that column?
Yes.
Could you explain that 100%, then CMNs? I don't understand that.
Okay. So what happens is, let's say, for instance, you've earned the $2,500 and you've got the $500 self-investment. And now they say to you, okay, Peter, you've done so well. You've qualified for the tablet. Now you can say, okay, no, hang on. I don't need the tablet. I want to bank the 2,500 and work towards the 7,000 so that I can get the 2-night or the iPhone. Okay? And that means that you would already have 2,500 towards your 7,000. In the case where you took the tablet, well, then you would basically start at 0 and you'd have to accumulate 7,000. But if you didn't take the tablet, you'd only have to accumulate an additional 5,000 so that you can get the reward. So that's what it means by claim or move on.
Or claim or move on. Okay, now I see. Okay, no, I understand. Thanks very much for the explanation, Rich.
No, it's a great pleasure. Thanks for the question. Well, thanks very much for joining us this evening. We do have these presentations every Tuesday and Thursday. On a Tuesday, we have a little bit more of a detailed presentation. This is our shorter presentations on a Thursday night, which you can see took about 20 minutes. We did start a little bit late, so I do apologize for that. But it takes about 20 minutes, and then your Tuesday presentation is around about 40 minutes, because that's a full explanation with a whole lot more detail. We just like to keep one more simple and one a little bit more detailed. Good. Thank you very much. Do have a good evening further. Thanks for joining us, and good night, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you. Bye.